Tom Cillo, plays a defensive lineman for the Lycoming College Warriors. That's an NCAA Division III team in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. 58 years old. I cannot imagine playing college football. Good morning, Tom.
Hey, good morning.
Dude, this is I think every guy listening right now around this age is going, how? I go up the stairs and my freaking ankles hurt.
Well, I guess I've been blessed with longevity, but I will say, after pushing 3 months, the season is catching up to me a little bit.
Were you a former football player?
Actually, I was not. When I was 15 years old, I signed up to join my high school team and quit that within a couple days. So I really have zero organized football experience.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's fascinating to me because I remember my first week at school at the University of Texas in Austin. Me and a bunch of guys on the hall decided we were going to go try and walk on and played a little bit of football in high school. And we're like, yeah, we're going to walk on. We walked in and turned around and walked right out. Because once you get in there and you see, I was like, I'm just here for the gear. But I mean,
wow.
What did everyone think when you went to go, sign up to participate? I'm assuming you go to the college, right?
That's correct. I'm a full-time student.
And you look like a dude in his 50s. So what did all these young dudes and coaches think when here you come walking in? Here's Tom.
Well, there was certainly some skepticism right out of the gate. And understandably so. I mean, I'm not naive enough to think this isn't an uncommon situation. But I came into this in phenomenal shape. I really did. I mean, once I had committed to this, I trained hard, really hard. And even so, again, there was skepticism. But a couple days into camp, we had to do some lifting tests, certain criteria to meet, criteria on our conditioning tests. So within the first couple days, the guys had seen that I was taking this very, very seriously.
The first time you were in full pads and you get hit by a 20-something D lineman, like doing, mock speed, did you just turn around and go, okay, maybe this isn't what I should be doing?
Well, I tell you what, camp was nearly 2 weeks long. And listen, I'm not going to lie, it was tough. I mean, it was really tough. Your day starts with a mandatory breakfast at 7 a.m., and then you got meetings, walkthroughs, mandatory lunch and dinner, and practice, and more meetings, and we're walking out of there at 9:30 at night. So you're talking 12 to 14-hour days, stacked on top of each other, and then you throw in the physicality of it, which I learned very quick is very, very real, and. But I got through camp. But I will tell you, there were a couple times that I thought, is this for me? Can I get through this? But prior to camp, I have a good friend who had sent me a text, and it simply said, "Be unbreakable." And I took that word unbreakable into my memory bank, and I had to reference it, 2-3 times because there were times I was going to walk, but I was determined to see this through. But even as good a shape as I came into this in, it's definitely been more of a challenge than I expected.
We're talking to Tom Cillo, 58 years old, tackling his dream of playing college football. Give us your stats, like how tall are you? How much do you weigh?
6 foot tall, currently about 220 pounds. I've lost several pounds since camp opened, and they're playing me at nose tackle, so I've publicly stated I am the world's most overaged and undersized nose tackle in the history of football.
This is unbelievable. I mean, when you line up against an opposing center who is 40 years your junior, is there a split second when you're like, man, I am like crossing over a weird generational gap, or is it purely instinct and just football business?
Well, you have to have a certain level of courage when you see 5 hungry lions break a huddle and come up to the line, and they're pretty much 40 years younger and anywhere from 50 to 80 pounds heavier, and I try to utilize some quickness in there, but it's definitely a different dynamic than anything I've accomplished in a gym setting. You know, when you have sometimes two guys 300 pounds leaning on you, it's tough.
I have to say, this is such a fascinating story. Have you been approached at all about maybe a movie about your life?
Yeah, no kidding.
I've actually had a few filmmakers reach out to me. There have been some discussions, and I have partnered with Aspercreme as well for an historic NIL deal. I am the oldest collegiate athlete to receive an NIL deal, and it was a perfect partnership with Aspercreme. It's a pain relief gel. It's geared maybe towards some older people, and I certainly fit the criteria. But that's been exciting too.
I would think that you would qualify to get an NIL deal with everything from Advil down to every possible thing on that aisle.
AARP?
Everyone. No joking.
You know, when I stepped into this, I just wanted to do something I had always dreamed of doing, honestly. Clearly, I never followed through when I was younger. I never went to school or college and, never played collegiate athletics. But I just followed through on something I had always dreamed about. I never imagined it would get to this level. So, there's been some good things that certainly have happened from this. And, Aspercreme did reach out. If others did as well, I would not be opposed to that.
Freaking awesome. What a great story. This is impressive, man. Have the time of your life. It's just, so many of us are jealous right now, guys that are like, I want to do that.
It's so cool.
Tom Cillo, 58 years old, playing nose guard college football style. That is awesome. Great. Nice to meet you, Tom.
Thank you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you. And listen, just wait till I become college basketball's oldest 20-point scorer. Then I'll be calling you back.
Yes, please do check in with us around Final Four. We'd love to have you. All right, Tom. Thank you. Have a good day.
I appreciate it.
What a great story.
The Morning X
With Barnes and Leslie.
99X.
What's up, guys? David Pollack here, former Georgia Bulldog, former analyst with College Game Day, and host of my new show, See Ball, Get Ball. I'm a defensive lineman. That's why that's the name. You see the ball, you go get it. We're going to dive deep into college football. We're going to break down film. We'll have bold takes, real conversations with the biggest names in the sport every single week. If you eat, sleep, and breathe college football like I do, man, I promise you, See Ball, Get Ball is for you. So do me a favor. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.